Right now at 10, we'll have the latest from the RNC. Ken and Allison are reporting live from the convention. And Wisconsin Republicans speak out about this historic moment.
Fell to the ground so he wouldn't get shot anymore. And his first instinct was to stand up, raise his fist in defiance.
Oh, shoot. We got NOLA storms coming this evening, pretty much quiet conditions, but we do have some fog in the forecast. We'll kind of break that down a bit later in the broadcast.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Day one of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee is in full swing, and the GOP ticket is official. Donald Trump will be the Republican candidate for president on the 2024 ballot. News 8 Now's Ken Kowzarowski is live in Milwaukee with a breakdown of all the day's activity. Ken.
Emily, good evening. Day one of the RNC currently has rain, currently has lightning, and it has also had thunderous applause for now their new nominee for the third time, Donald J. Trump. And this was essentially a foregone conclusion given the primary season, but especially after surviving that assassination attempt on Saturday, every delegate here in Milwaukee was more than happy to call out their vote for Trump.
The great state of Wisconsin proudly casts all of its 41 votes for Donald J. Trump.
A tradition to kick off opening day of the Republican National Convention, with Wisconsin Republicans agreeing the National Party has never been more unified under President Trump.
People saw the Donald Trump that I've known for a very long time. He was shot in the head with a high-powered rifle, fell to the ground so he wouldn't get shot anymore. And his first instinct was to stand up, raise his fist in defiance with blood running down his face, and told American citizens to continue to fight for their freedoms.
But the big question was, who would Trump choose to join his ticket? The former president ultimately choosing 39-year-old Ohio Senator J.D. Vance. Vance was extremely critical of Trump in 2016, referring to him as cultural heroin. But since running for Senate in 2022, Vance has been one of Trump's most vocal allies in Congress.
Very compelling personal story. He is a Midwesterner. And since Wisconsin this year is not one of 50 states, we're one of about 7. They're going to decide this presidential contest. That is very, very important. And frankly, thirdly, I can't wait to see him on the debate stage with Vice President Harris.
J.D. Vance was raised in abject rural poverty in the meanest circumstances you could be. He left his home as a young man and joined the military, served his country honorably.
Vance is against abortion, opposes U.S. intervention in foreign conflicts, and has also spoken out against potential cuts to Social Security. Now delegates and lawmakers will look forward to Trump's message to close out the convention later this week, a message they're confident will resonate.
I think the president kind of wants to encompass the moment, this tragedy, and use it as a way to kind of bring the country together.
And the applause was resonating tonight when Donald Trump made a brief appearance around the 9 o'clock hour to, again, thunderous applause. They are behind their man, Donald Trump. So a lot of celebration in the Deer District. Not such the case just a couple of blocks away here in Milwaukee. Thousands of protesters met over at Red Arrow Park, just a few blocks away from here, to protest both the RNC and their nominee. The crowd spoke out about a number of issues, from the war in Gaza to reproductive rights. They were united in seeing a second Trump presidency as a threat.
MAGA is basically a dictatorship along with Trump, and they are very much forward to take over the country, and with Project 2025, take away all sorts of freedoms.
Earlier this month, it was unclear if today's rally could happen. A federal judge ruled protests could only take place at designated protest zones, but the group behind the protest said the areas weren't close enough to the Pfizer Forum. However, the group did reach a handshake agreement with Milwaukee Police Department to march outside of this hard perimeter zone, but still within sight of the RNC. Now, security does remain a top concern for all officials associated with the planning and implementation of the RNC. And for more on the latest security policies throughout the day and whether anything protects to or looks like it'll change in the next couple of days, if anything, let's go to our Madison affiliate.
Just to get into the Republican National Convention.
For us, it was
45 minutes and I was here.
Takes time.
We were told that expect to take 2.5 to 3 hours.
Everywhere to get into the soft or the hard perimeter, you're being checked.
Questions of security circle the event after Saturday's assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump.
After what happened on Saturday, it was kind of concerning just because of obviously what was the security happening over there.
Officials said on Sunday there would be no major changes to event protocol. Despite that, it's clear safety is a top priority. The RNC is one of 4 top national security events across the country this year.
I've been telling my friends the security is ridiculous, but not in a bad way.
Lawrence Schneider is an alternate delegate for Wisconsin.
I had no security concerns.
He's one of several sharing that sentiment with us.
And I've seen every acronym, federal and state, and I even saw some armored cars coming from some of the local state municipalities and so on.
While others were initially concerned,
Well, I was kind of worried at first, I'm not gonna lie.
the long wait lines have certainly reassured.
You could tell it's very secure. There's police on every corner.
A sentiment shared by everyone that we've bumped into so far at the RNC. Day 1 in the books. Day 2 going to be focusing on crime and border policies under the theme Make America Safer Again. Live in downtown Milwaukee, I'm Ken Kozarowski for News 8 Now. Emily, back to you.
All right, thanks, Ken. Stay dry out there. Well, back here in the Coulee region, some storms in the area earlier this weekend, but nothing too extreme. Hopefully the rest of the week is looking to be a dry one, Greg.
Yeah, luckily we missed out on some of the severe weather that occurred in southern Wisconsin. We still got a few storms that could come through as the cold front is still kind of behind it. As Ken was reported in Milwaukee, you can see the showers and thunderstorms across there. Not severe, anything severe has been further to the south, but we still got a little bit of a shower. Thunderstorm could pop up throughout the night, probably for the next couple hours as that front kind of on the back side is beginning to push further southeast. So you might see something come out, but most areas will probably remain dry. But for the next couple hours, you can see some of that shower activity just east of La Crosse, could be west of La Crosse, coming through about the next couple hours, and it'll continue to push east if it develops. Most areas will remain dry with low cloud cover. You can kind of see that low clouds kind of hanging around there. Could be some areas of fog, especially further south La Crosse for the morning commute. But once that burns off, we should actually see cooler conditions, sunny in the morning, but then more clouds in the afternoon as we continue on. Same story for Eau Claire. That thunderstorm chance was early on it, but otherwise we should see some clearing skies and then more clouds as we go and cooler temperatures. And notice the temperatures, the highs up to the north are in the mid 70s. We're going to see more of that air mass come down from Canada over the next few days. So if you like the cooler conditions, it's coming for the rest of the week.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Greg. Elsewhere today, more details are emerging about the attempted assassination of former President Trump as a federal investigation into the shooting continues. The FBI announcing this evening that investigators have successfully unlocked the suspected shooter's phone. This development comes as authorities have struggled to make sense of the how and why of the shooting. The alleged gunman, identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, left few online clues about his motives. The Bethel Park, Pennsylvania resident was a registered Republican, but also donated to a left-leaning group. Former classmates have described him as a loner who was bullied in high school. A federal judge is dismissing the classified documents case against former President Trump. Judge Aileen Cannon, a Trump appointee, threw out the case earlier today in a 93-page ruling. In it, Cannon found the appointment of special counsel Jack Smith, who led the investigation, to be unconstitutional. The decision comes weeks after a landmark Supreme Court ruling gave presidents absolute immunity for official acts. A spokesperson for the special counsel's office said they plan to appeal. The Sparta man accused of selling a woman drugs that led to her death is pleading not guilty. 52-year-old Timothy Burns is facing multiple charges, including felony counts of first-degree reckless homicide, delivering narcotics, and theft of movable property from a person or corpse. According to the criminal complaint, Burns allegedly sold a victim heroin and smashed her phone and threw it in the river after she appeared to have overdosed. In Monroe County Court today, he pleaded not guilty on all counts. Burns will be back in court for his pretrial conference on August 12th. The La Crosse woman accused of human trafficking will continue to trial. 28-year-old Chantel Kibler faces multiple charges, including 4 counts of human trafficking. Kibler is accused of arranging sex exchanges for a victim to allegedly pay off a drug debt owed to her boyfriend. That's according to the criminal complaint. In La Crosse County Court today, a not guilty plea was entered, and the judge found probable cause to continue with the trial. Kibler will be back in court on August 9th. Former Chancellor of UW La Crosse, Joe Gao, reacting today to a faculty committee recommendation to have him removed from his tenured position at the university. The committee's decision was unanimous and sets up a vote for the UW Board of Regents to fire him. Gao was fired from his role as chancellor back in December for engaging in online pornography with his wife, Carmen. He has since been on paid leave while waiting his fate at the university. Gao says the committee's decision to have him removed comes as a shock.
It was surprising because it was a unanimous one by and large, and we thought, you know, hey, there are probably some faculty who will support us, so to see that go that way was very disappointing.
Now, if Chancellor James Beebe agrees to move forward with the committee's recommendation to fire Gao, Gao says he will file an appeal with the UW Board of Regents. Well, school is back in session for some La Crosse students. Kiddos at Northwood Elementary School get back in gear for year-round schooling.
For anybody in this region who is facing mobility issues.
I'd recommend Access Elevator because I know Jason.
The thing that sets Jason apart is that commitment, that passion for making life more pleasant. He will help you think about how to make your life easier in ways that you have not thought about.
There's no second guessing. I immediately say, call Access.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevators. Stop in and see us today.
Enjoy time with your family by financing your adventurous side with Union State Bank. Whether you are looking to finance your dream home, boat, snowmobile, UTV, vehicle, or camper, we can make your dreams become a reality. Contact one of our lenders in West Salem or Black River Falls for all your loan financing needs. Make life even more enjoyable by banking with Union State Bank. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
La Crosse Elementary School is bringing students back a little early this year. Today, Northside Elementary is welcoming students for year-round school. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has this story. Jeremy.
Emily, year-round school started in 2013 at Hamilton Elementary School. It went on hiatus during the pandemic. It has since returned, giving students 9 weeks of learning with 2 to 3 week breaks called intersessions throughout the year. Summer vacation is also shortened to 6 weeks. Northside Elementary starting the year-round school year with the theme Growing Together, highlighting the school's new greenhouse and its 10-year anniversary. Principal Sarah Bradel says the theme comes as students continue to do big things, including reducing absenteeism by 50% last year. She says this year's year-round schedule has some cool benefits.
Our first all-school field trip is this Friday to the state fair, or to the Wisconsin Fair, and then we get to go to the pool, we get to have a water day, so we have a lot of great things that we get to do because of our 45-15 schedule.
And one lady we spoke to says she was ready to send her grandson back to school. She says at first she didn't know how she felt about him going back in the middle of summer, but she's glad she made the right choice.
He was not sad. He was happy. He was smiling. I love you, Grandma, and he's in his classroom.
And Brandel also says they hope to have as many field trips this year as they can, tying it into the curriculum. Emily.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Cooler and sunnier days. We'll take a look at the week ahead with Greg when we come back.
Are you finding bathing and bathroom business has gotten more difficult? Bad hips, bad knees can pose a problem. just getting up and down can be risky. There is a simple, affordable solution. In just a day or two, you can have a beautiful new walk-in shower, safe and easy to care for with grab bars, a handheld shower, and a seat if you like. Set an appointment with one of our designers to plan your new bath. Better products at lower prices because we care. The Board Store.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get 1.9% financing on this 2024 Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $5,750 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you quality pet supplies because we get you. Right now, during our summer pet care sale, shop unbeatable deals on your pet's favorite food and supplies to keep them happy and healthy. Like a free $15 Blaine's gift card when you buy select bags of Hill's Science Diet dog food. Assorted Blaine's Naturals, grain-free, and specialty dog food as low as $34.99. Also, make backyard projects a breeze with this Simpson pressure washer, $50 off.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Thankfully, American Waterworks offers proven, warranted solutions. Typically less expensive than full replacement and more efficient and lightweight than mud jacking, our methods are designed to last. After all, your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose confidence, choose reliability, choose American Waterworks.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
All right, the alert day stuff is over. We still got a few showers tonight. I'll kind of show you on radar. Very hit and miss, very isolated, but still a possibility. Tonight, some patchy fog. And we do have some more showers tomorrow. Light once again. It's kind of that cool air is going to begin to push into the area, so that's the positive news with this. So really, as you're looking overnight, lows right now should be a little bit cooler, but still a little bit humid still out there. You'll start feeling it better tomorrow. A few showers hitting there, but overall mid-60s to low 60s up to the north. Now that's going to change eventually in a couple days here. We're going to see a little bit cooler conditions. So some clouds are possible tonight. Fog is once again an issue, especially further south of La Crosse you go, where that humid air mass is still going to reside overnight. Tomorrow, less humid. Temperatures still not quite where we're going to see for Wednesday and Thursday. Still some afternoon showers that'll come through. There's another weak system that'll come through. And then Wednesday and Thursday, kind of unseasonably cool, really. We're going to be almost 10 degrees below average for this time of year. So here's the showers. We just had one come through the station right now, just to the south. Right now could be a thunderstorm, but you can see 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. We're really isolated, but that will continue as a cold front begins to push eastward probably for the next couple hours. You kind of time it out by 11. We're not going to see much, just a few hit and miss here and there. Otherwise, the low clouds may start to form up south of La Crosse overnight as you wake up tomorrow morning. Temperatures continue to lower back into the 60s for most locations. As you wake up tomorrow morning, a lot of this right there could be low clouds. Could be fog in certain areas, so watch out for maybe some dense fog along certain areas. It won't be widespread, but we certainly will see it once again. And then morning sunshine, but we're going to see more clouds come in. That weak system I mentioned is going to provide clouds in the afternoon and some showers along with that north wind. You'll start feeling it less humid as we go in the afternoon, but still we're going to see a few showers out there come through the area. Maybe one line coming through about the evening rush, and then we'll probably see another one a little bit later on, probably more for the northern areas come through about 9 to 10. But this pattern will continue through about midnight tomorrow night. Then we're going to definitely get into a change of the air mass. Really, we saw this about a couple weeks ago where the southwest U.S. was heating up with that heat dome. Then we kind of saw a piece of it come overhead for our direction for the last 5 or 6 days. We've been under that. It's going to flip back around to where the west is going to start heating right back up. We're going to see the jet kind of dip down from the north to the south. Now we're going to see that ushering that cool air up in Canada, and that's going to be sitting here for a while. We go through all the week and into the weekend. We still got that northerly flow with the low sitting up to the north that's going to keep us cool, relatively dry. But the definite is we're not going to see a lot of warm conditions, and this goes all the way down to the southern part of the U.S. too. So it's going to be quite a bit of a change in temperatures for the eastern half of the U.S. probably through next weekend until we start seeing maybe some changes. But the good news is we could use a stretch of dry conditions, and I think we're going to see that for the most part. But tomorrow the temperatures will be right around upper 70s or 80s. We could see the fog in the morning, then a shower chance in the afternoon. All these locations, it's about 4 to 5 degrees where we should be for this time of year. Going up to the north, struggle to get to 80 in a lot of Arcadia and Blair, and as we go further all the way to Ladysmith and those areas up there, mid-70s with more cloud cover in the afternoon, and once again those showers coming through. This is just the start of the cool conditions, because if you look at the 8-day forecasts, although a La Crosse area will be in the mid-70s, a lot of areas may struggle to get to the low to mid-70s, and those overnight lows going Wednesday into Thursday morning could be in the 40s for some locations. So it's going to be definitely a cool air mass coming down that could be in place for quite a while. So if you like it, like me, I love it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to wear some more cardigans.
Yeah, you're going to get a little chilly out there.
A little chilly. Okay, thanks, Greg. Coming up in sports, the La Crosse Northwoods League teams were in action tonight. Plus, a Vikings player talks about a special day watching the inaugural girls flag football event. Jacob is in next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Dear unbreakable spirit, you roam on paths called impossible. Own a legend, Toyota Trucks.
Right now, get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's a lot quieter around here than it used to be. I'm Rebecca Cook. When I was growing up, this farm was bustling. Holsteins, hired hands, harvesting crops. But big corporations put family farms like mine out of business. And what has Derek Van Orden done? Nothing. Tax cuts for big ag, rising healthcare costs, undermining our democracy, extremism. We need real working people in Washington. And that's why I approve this message.
At Taco John's, we believe a better Taco Tuesday starts with better tacos. That means using 100% North American beef, cooking shelves in-house daily, and a deal that makes you say, how are these only $1.29? Taco Tuesday is every Tuesday at Taco John's.
Windows are a lot like car tires. They all look the same, but they definitely don't all perform the same.
Take our StarMark composite window, available exclusively at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
This window is 12 times stronger than vinyl, 2,000% more airtight, and 40% more energy efficient. All at a price less than what many companies charge for vinyl windows. Don't settle on your new windows. Insist on the best windows you can buy.
Contact us today to receive free installation and 60 months interest-free financing.
You want to feel important, to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
We know. We felt that way too.
And that's why we joined the Army National Guard. Take on your legacy.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Dear unbreakable spirit, you roam on paths called impossible. Own a legend, Toyota Trucks.
Right now, get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, yesterday at TCO Stadium, the Vikings practice facility, it was quite the scene as the 4 girls flag football teams from the Southeast Minnesota League gathered for the playoffs of the inaugural season. And those girls showcased some great skills. In Game 1 for the La Crescent Lancers, the girls had no trouble taking down the team from Houston with a final score of 38-8. Then it was the clash of the two teams with the best records in the regular season. Lancers facing off with Rosemount had an opportunity to win the game in the final stages, but a failed 2-point conversion meant La Crescent would fall just short. Now, regardless of the outcome, it's a season that will set the standard for the future. And one Minnesota Vikings player was impressed with their game, but also enjoyed watching how much fun they had.
Oh, that was maybe the best part. I mean, these young ladies, they got a lot of personalities. Had me laughing, but It was just great to watch them compete and, see them having fun because, that's why I'm here. So I enjoyed it a lot.
And when asked about the decision to go for 2 for the win, Cashman loved it and said he would have done the exact same thing. For more on the girls' trip to TCO Stadium, check out our website, news8000.com, under the Sports tab. No MLB tonight, so let's head to the Northwoods League. Steam facing off with Madison. Nightmares go up 4-0 with that hit from Addie Blomberg. Steam bats have to answer, and they do. First, Rachel Morai sends a ringing double to center field. Then Lindsay Schultz with 2 outs and 2 strikes. She comes through with a single to left to get lacrosse on the board. Next hitter, Ashley Wolf coming up, and she's going to shoot one down the line. That ball is fair, just barely. Morai comes in to score and make it 4-2. And then that would not be all. Ashley Shantos coming up next. She's going to rip one up the gut to plate the 3rd Steam run. But the Nightmare pitching staff would quiet down the home side's bats for the rest of the game and tack on a few more runs as well. Madison goes on to take this one 11-3. Steam continue to struggle against their in-state rival. And a rain delay had the Loggers begin a little later than originally scheduled up north of the border in Thunder Bay. Top 1 Border Cats already up a run. Thomas Cooper lifts one out to center. The catch is made. The throw home is not going to be in time. Then in the 3rd, it's Cooper again. He really hurt lacrosse here today. That one is rifled out to left, and 2 more runs score on the 2-bagger to make it 4-0. Fans who stuck around happy with their team's performance in this one. Visitors then get on the board. Coming up here in the 5th, Luke Davis is going to get one past that infield. That'll plate Matt Mura, but Thunder Bay is in complete control late in this one. It looks like lacrosse's second half struggles will continue. And earlier today at Globe Life Arena in Arlington, the site of the All-Star Game tomorrow, players took pictures and answered questions. Brewers have 2 players that were named starters. William Contreras will hit 5th in the National League's lineup, and Christian Yelich will follow at 6th. On the AL side, Willie Castro of the Twins will be an option off the bench. Carlos Correa will not be available due to a right foot injury. And yesterday was the first day of the 2024 MLB Draft, and the Brewers made 4 picks. With their first selection, they went with outfielder Braylon Payne out of Elkins High School in Texas. 17 picks later, Blake Burke, a 1-time NCAA champion with Tennessee, was selected. And then in round 2, Bryce Message, a right-handed pitcher, was selected at pick 67. And then righty Chris Levanis was taken, both Levanis and Message coming out of high school in New Jersey. So Emily, it's just crazy to me. Those guys are going to be making millions and millions of dollars. When I was in high school, I was washing dishes on Sunday mornings trying to make some money.
Where were you washing dishes?
I was at the local Huckleberries in town.
Oh,
so just
okay,
in the back, just kind of working.
I was a checkout girl in high school,
nice.
Earning my money. But yeah, this amount of money for that young of age, I hope they meet with a financial advisor so they don't blow it off.
Yeah,
you know,
I would not have been.
That's a young age to get that amount of money. But congrats to them.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have more news right after this.
Maxwell White celebrates servicing the La Crosse Coulee region for 30 years. Much has changed, but not our commitment to you. Providing local, honest, and quality plumbing repairs and solutions. That's Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Listen to Senator Tammy Baldwin.
What is your view of the Biden presidency?
It is one of the most successful administrations in generations.
Most successful in generations? Inflation is sky high. Our border is wide open. Drugs flood our streets. The world is in chaos.
One of the most successful administrations in generations.
If this is success, we're in big trouble.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. So make it your best summer ever with Ford. Get your ideal combination of power and capability. And experience hands-free highway driving technology with Ford Blue Cruise, available on select vehicles. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event, so make it yours. Make it now. Get 0% financing for 36 months plus $0 first payment plus no payments for 90 days on a 2024 Ford F-150, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
What kind of a loan officer do you think you deserve? I know that's a very tough question to answer. Here's what I think. I think you deserve a loan officer that is willing to look you in the eye before you take on a lot of debt and say, are you sure? If that's what you're looking for in a lender, call Firefighters Credit Union today.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Summer fun along the Mississippi River in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin.
Imagine your trip to Prairie du Chien any way you'd want it to be. All of the views, all of the history, all of the fun. Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin, a destination with it all, any way you'd like it to be. Discover more at prairieduchien.org.
Founded on hard work, dedication, respect, and integrity, we at Maxwell White understand the importance of home comfort. Maxwell White strives to provide our customers with a positive experience every time. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Dignity and hope. That's the focus of an immigration panel held at the La Crosse Public Library today. The Coulee Region Immigration Summit is led by the Franciscan Sisters of Perpetual Adoration and the Greater La Crosse Area Diversity Council, or GLAD-C. Panel discussion included migration experts, local employers, and representatives of the Humanitarian Parole Program. One of the organizers of the event says immigrants bring both economic and cultural benefits to the Coulee region.
If we didn't have those folks working on the dairy farms, I'm not sure you would be getting your milk here just quick like that. So I feel like it's really important for people to realize how important and how much culture they really do bring to our community.
The summit ran from 2 to 4 p.m. today. After discussion wrapped up, attendees marched to Mexcal for complimentary appetizers. Sounds yummy. We'll have one final look at your forecast when we come back.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com.
Would you hire a barber who's never cut hair before? So why send someone to Congress who's never held public office and never passed a single bill? I'm Katrina Shinkland. I approve this message because we need an experienced congresswoman, right, Jed?
Improving your home, improving your life with new entry doors. Few things in your home get the constant use of the entry door. Older entry doors are often hard to open, hard to close, drafty, cold, ugly, insecure, or all of these things, a source of daily misery. Correctly installed entry doors provide a safety and security for your family. They are easy to operate, provide comfort, and say welcome to family and friends. Call or visit the Board Store for a prompt free estimate. Get more for less today and every day. The Board Store.
Maury's VW has all the latest Volkswagens with new product arriving daily, including the new 2024 Volkswagen SUV lineup, the large and very spacious Atlas and Atlas Crossport, the perfect size family-friendly Volkswagen Tiguan, and the practical, economical Volkswagen Taos. As always, you don't need to travel far to have your Volkswagen serviced. Come in for your test drive today at Maury's Volkswagen.
I'm Tom Hammes from Maxwell White Water Conditioning. Have you been concerned about the quality of your water? Many homes in our area face issues like hard water, high iron, city-added chlorine, acidity, PFAS, and nitrates in their water. These can cause scale buildup, dry skin, stained laundry, health issues, appliance damage, and more. So don't let bad water affect your home and health. Call us today for a professional evaluation and start enjoying cleaner and safer water for you and your family. That's Maxwell White Water Conditioning, done right.
Our democracy is under attack by right-wing extremism. In Congress, I'll have the experience to fight back and strengthen voter rights to uphold the will of the people. I'm Katrina Shinkland. I approve this message because democracy is worth defending.
Due to recent rainfall, we still got the flood warning out for Viola down to just near Lafarge for the Kickapoo River. It could be 15 feet at Viola, Lafarge probably 13 feet. There's actually a flood watch for down towards Gays Mills for the Kickapoo River. So something to keep in mind of if you're down there, it'll be peaking because of the recent rainfall. The good news is a few showers or storms tonight, but then we could have some morning fog. But if you like cooler, less humid conditions, the 8 days for you, because really we're not going to see much of that change probably all the way through early next week, and maybe by next Tuesday we get close to seasonable. There could be some chilly nights going up there, maybe some 40s.
Oh, no, in July.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Sunny and cooler looks ideal. Well, thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.